It's currently 10 a.m. on a Tuesday morning here in my neck of the woods, and I hope this live finds you all well. Uh, just a thank you to everyone in advance for liking and sharing the live. I certainly do appreciate it. Just lets YouTube know that people are watching the lives, and I guess they will recommend it out. So the story goes. Also, a huge thank you and acknowledgement to all of you guys. I will say this before every live. Without your love, support, and encouragement, I certainly wouldn't be able to do what I enjoy doing, which is going dumpster diving, helping the community, and obviously going live and connecting with all of you guys. Now, I did say I was going to come on every Sundays, but that's been proving difficult recently. So let's try for Mondays, perhaps. Maybe. Let's give that a try. I know the last Monday I came on, it was really cool. We had a really good fun time, and a few people were on. So let's try Monday nights and see how the beginning of your week is, and if we can't like release any tensions. And because as you know, I'm trying to create a community here of like-minded people, beautiful people like yourselves, and create a space filled with kindness and be provocative all at the same time. So I really appreciate you guys stopping in and saying, "Hey, Big B, what's up? Hey, Renee, what's going on? How are you doing?" I'm doing good, Renee. How are you? I'm doing just fine. I hope you are well, and I hope everyone's getting ready for Christmas. Oh my gosh, how fast did that creep up on everyone? Come on now, be honest. Do you work better under pressure come Christmas time, come the holidays, do everything last minute? I used to think I was organized, but I'm really not. I'm really not. Yeah. I leave all the organizing for my wife to do, my beautiful darling. She loves doing that kind of stuff. I'm more of a fly off the handle, flash of the pan kind of a guy, and if it comes together, it was meant to be, and if it doesn't, probably not meant to be as much. That's how I see it. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Can't stay, but wanted to say, pay respects. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you, and I see all the lovely things that you've been finding and posting up on the Grab Shack. You're amazing. You finally decorated your Christmas tree and made some eggnog cookies. Well, whether you know or not, eggnog's not really a thing over here. I mean, I see it in the supermarkets now, some of the pre-made stuff. But over the years, I've seen on movies and television programs and multimedia eggnog being made fresh or whatever. Um, but I've never had it. I've never tried it. You're a cashier now, so I ring up all the people. Pardon me. Two's a charm. That's great news. Finally getting away after what 13 years doing the deli or the deli seat or doing the ovens, Renee. I'm proud of you. Yep, you deserve a break today. Brax in the house. What's going on, Braxton brother? How's the move going for you and Marley and the new job, brother? You start? Have you already started that, or are you getting ready to start that? So for those who don't know, Brax has just scored himself a new job and is making a move to another part of town. So he did a bit of a ticky tocky where he's saying he's going to have to try and find a new routine. So I hope that goes well for you. Renee, you're saying that the cookies, or we call them biscuits here, biscuits, they are soft sugar cookies almost. Nice. That sounds like delish. Phyllis, how are you, Phyllis? Good to see you, Phyllis. How are your Tweety birds? Have you got a putty tat that taught a putty tat? I see. I'm experiencing a little bit of a delay in the comments. Just giving you a heads up. So I'm reading them as they go along. Yeah, there's going to be a delay by about half a minute. Yeah, you're done with that stuff. Easier on me, and my stress is better now. So good to hear. Yep, and consider it a reward. For a job well done. And now you have to turn your frown upside down and smile at all the people like this. Hello, how are you? Hope you're enjoying your day. Bleep, 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 bleep. Um, Braxton is saying, I started already with the job. We're not moving. Still going to be living in the same area, just working in different direction. Oh, okay. My apologies. I totally read that wrong. Totally read that wrong. But great, a new job, a new perspective heading into the new year provides new opportunities and new prospects for yourself. I know you do well. I know you will do well. Hi, Denise Wallace. How are you, kind friend? Thank you guys for joining me today. Uh, yeah, like I said, I was going to do Sundays, your Sunday nights, my Monday mornings. But it's proven to be a little bit difficult to have that opening available. So we're going to make a shift to your Monday nights and my Tuesday mornings, and we're going to see how that goes. But I will be going live every week. And I did say last week, I promised I will do it on the computer and we'll have some fun. But I haven't gotten around to that yet because we still have a lot of stuff in storage. And my computer is one of those things. You're welcome, bro. You are more than welcome. You posted new pics of the birds, says Renee, on your community tab too, and on Facebook. I haven't gotten around to seeing any of those yet, but rest assured I will hunt them down and I will make sure to leave a comment and take a look at the little Tweety birds. Melissa Martinez, all the way from Texas. How are you? Thank you so much. Love the videos. I'm glad. I'm glad. So most recently, how it's been going, I have been posting some of my old videos, and the reason why I've been doing that is because, and they're from maybe 3 years ago, and the reason why I've been doing that is because a lot of them were lucky to get more than a couple of thousand views, and for me personally, I think they deserve a bit more than that. So I've been reposting some of my favorite ones anyway. For those who've been watching my journey right from the start, will recognize them. But YouTube is such a massive platform. It's massive. And when you consider that some YouTube dumpster diving YouTube videos get tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of views, then there's plenty of room for my old videos to be seen, by a wider audience. I mean, does that happen? No, I don't really care. I don't really watch the views, but I think there's some content that I put a lot of time and effort in that deserves a second look. So if you already recognize them, I appreciate you watching them again. I mean, I watch a lot of other dumpster divers videos over and over. Grabit Fast, Just Me Kathy, the Treasure Hustlers, Crazy Family Tube. I haven't heard from the Crazy Family Tube for ages. I get a lot of people asking me about Just Me Kathy, but no one ever asks about Marty and and or or anyone else for that matter. They have names now: Tweety, Sunshine, and Squawky. Well, I see you put a lots of effort into searching those names. and I'm sure they love them. They all love them. Yes, that is right. Next Monday is Christmas. Unfortunately, my beautiful darling will be working on Christmas Day. So who knows? Maybe there's some lonely people out there that will tune in. I'll be in the house with my housemates, and I'll probably go and see my family. But if you guys would like to come along for a ride and see how we do's it, then more than I'm happy to join in. But why not go live on Christmas? I went live on Christmas a couple of times back in the early days, and man, did we have a lot of fun. I even did a couple of New Year's Eve ones as well. I don't know if you remember those ones. Oh, Sunshine. I don't know if you remember those ones, Renee. But yeah, I did a Christmas one, Christmas Day, and a couple of New Year's Eves. I even did one where I was like drinking. Yeah, and I hadn't had a drink in a long time, and I got a little bit tipsy. But yeah, that was lots of fun. Um, plus, you do, yeah, that was lots of fun. So, yesterday or the day before yesterday, um, I posted up a short on Bin Living with Big B Pay channel, because I've decided, that I'm going to start incorporating things from my culture. And I guess what's best recognized from Maori culture from Aotearoa, New Zealand, is probably the haka, which has been deemed like a war cry, a war dance. It's probably the most recognized thing, part of our culture, um, for those that recognize it. You saw it was awesome, yeah. But it's been getting, and when you put something on the internet that's on that's on the world stage, um, it's susceptible to all sorts of criticisms and negativities, and people who think they know the culture, which automatically puts me into a defensive, mindset, because obviously I'm very proud of who I am and my culture and yada yada yada. But there's no other way to share those things that I love outside of dumpster diving, like my culture, for example, other than to just post the things that I find the most joy. And so there's been some ignorance as far as backlash, and I'm really struggling to put a silver lining or a light spin on it without me coming across as being cross or being overly defensive about it. So I guess I'm just like looking for advice from my community, my peoples, my peeps, my guys and gals, about like, what do you think would be the best way to address it? Do I just like, should I post it and then disable the comments so then I don't have to read them? I mean, there's a lot of positive ones there too. There's ones that love the fact that I share it, that they get the same sort of feeling that I do. Hi Casey, how are you? Good to see you. People are just not nice sometimes. Yeah, well, we've all experienced that, and I thought I would develop quite a thick skin, through dumpster diving, being called a pig, a slob, disgusting, just all of the names that you can think of under the sun. Craziness, really, when you think about like the whole pitch. If you include the whole picture of what I try and achieve with dumpster diving. But when it comes to the cultural side of things, that's something that's really deep seated. I guess I'll just keep doing it, and keep developing that thick skin, because really it's about education. I had one guy telling me what my culture was about, like why, like haka, for example, was invented. Come on, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't do that because you think you know. Only do it when you know you know. You know, don't tell me what you believe. Share with me what you know. That's all I ask. It goes the same for dumpster diving as well. Uh, yeah, I know where you're coming from. Gefe, exactly. You know, when it's not just Maori culture. You know, it's all indigenous. I think all indigenous peoples go through the same scenario. My Polynesian family, you know, I've seen endure even from my own people endure a lot of disdain. You know, but that's until but that's because we're less educated about how closely we're connected and how our genealogy is intertwined. And now we're coming into more modern times where we have access to so much data, so much information. You know, we realize and acknowledge how ignorant we were towards our fellow Polynesian family, friends, allies, brothers and sisters. So yeah, it's been on the world stages like way different, and there's so much misinformation on internet, even on YouTube, and you know about culture. It's certainly crazy. I don't want to dwell on it too much, but rather just any culture, brothers. That's so true. Any culture, so true. Keep it straight up, bro. So, but yeah. I don't want to dwell on it too much, but just thought, you know, like, just wanted to share with you, like, this is going to be a new um chapter heading into 2024 about the direction of my page and my content. Whilst I'll still be helping the community, will always be a thing, and dumpster diving will always play a role and a major part in the content I'll be producing. But it won't solely be that, because um, I'm proud of who I am and where I come from, and I know where I come from. And so I want to be able to incorporate those sort of loves in my life into what I do. And if I ever move back to Aotearoa, New Zealand, which is like is inevitable, um, my whole content's going to do a whole 360. It's going to do a whole flip and show you the way of life of like how I love to live back home in New Zealand. Be you and your wife and your fur baby doing okay? Yeah, Casey, they're doing great. Right now, my darling's at work, and my fur baby, who we just treated his tail, he's been like gnawing on it because the new house that we're living in, um, pre, the previous owners had dogs, so he's been getting these like sand mites attacking his tail. So we've been putting him through a little bit of treatment. But the last couple of days, he's had to like whimper his way through the nights, which is really sad to hear. While this treatment kicks in, you know. So outside of that, he's doing great. My darling is doing good too. I appreciate you asking. Yes, lots of misinformation there, Renee. You're going to make your pork pie and mincemeat pie for Christmas? That sounds delicious, Phyllis. Yep, I'm sure. Yeah, well, you're a foodie. You're a fantastic cook. I'm sure Christmas dinner is just going to pop off. Whereabouts are you from, Kefe? Whereabouts are you from, my bro? And whereabouts are like you're located, if you're still on here? Yeah, we were just talking about that, Casey. You know, are people ready for Christmas? Are you? Are you really? Yeah. Did you say in June, July? Then you go, you know what? If I go and do the shopping now and get all the presents now, then I don't have to worry about it and rush around on Christmas Day. Well, guess what? Unless you did that, we work better under pressure. We actually don't, but we think we do. We might as well say that about ourselves, right? Work better under pressure. That way, it justifies like having a cruisy year. Here's my look. I've celebrated Christmas all my life, and so has so did my parents. My parents celebrated Christmas all through our lives since they had kids. But previous to that, Christmas was merely a reason to gather as a family and get together and maybe even have a drink. But other than that, it was an expensive um, practice when you consider that all of these other holidays that were popped into place where you have to gift like birthdays and stuff like that. These are all modern Western constructs, social constructs. But when we grew up as kids and we were young adults, Christmas was over. Other than it was a reason for us to come together on Christmas Day, have a big feast, but did away with all of the preties. And not only have I adopted that, now that the kids are on their own, and they take care of their, like, see something we might see something during the year and go, oh, that'd be perfect for our grandson, or we might do that, but it's not for the purpose of Christmas. It's for the purpose of not coming empty-handed on an occasion where we can get together that one time a year and just like gorge ourselves. Hi, Michelle. Merry Christmas to you. Let me, that's Marchi from the Philippines. We are having ham and velvet cheese mashed potatoes, says Casey. Salad, dumplings, and dinner rolls. Deviled eggs, pumpkin rolls, coffee and Sprite and tea. A very simple yet nutritious and delicious meal for Christmas. Sounds absolutely delish. The roast turkey and mashed potatoes, says Phyllis, and gravy, cranberry sauce, vegetables, and stuffing. Sounds like you're going the whole hog right there with the roast turkey and stuff. Hello to the Philippines, the province of Albay. I've been watching your videos. Well, thank you, Edna Louise. I hope you don't mind me calling you Edna. I appreciate you watching the videos. I really do. Thank you so much for your love, support, and encouragement. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. So Grabit Fast was doing a live earlier on today, this morning, in fact. Yeah, he first time he's ever done a daytime live dive on Facebook. Quite, quite a thing for him. And although he didn't find much, we certainly did have fun on his live broadcast. Oh, my light just went out. Ricardo, where is your neck? It's somewhere around your eyebrows, Ricardo. It's just the angle of the thing, Ricardo. I mean, boy, do something about that, will you, Renee? Oh, actually, don't. Don't do anything about it. Let's see what else. See what other fun things he has to say. I just find that when you come onto people's lives and you want to, you don't want to be a troll, but you come across as one, um, and then you lose the opportunity to become part of a community that's really. Oh, okay. It is done. Bye, Ricardo. I think if a troll is really trolling, sometimes they say things to be funny, but when they give it a minute, they realize that, oh, actually this is a pretty cool space. Why did I say that? So I would give people the opportunity to sort of like, you know, state your case. It's just a hell of a way to make an opening statement. You know what I mean? That's a hell, of all the things that you could ask, you try to make a funny thing about the host of the live. Me personally, I don't get it. I would, I would take my time to say hello and they're like, what's going on, and feel the crowd out. And if it seemed like it wasn't going to be my cup of tea, then yeah, maybe on my way out, I would say something insulting or whatever. Not that I would ever do that. I'm just saying that if I was inclined to be a troll, then then I would be craft. I would be just like intellectual about it rather than an idioto. You're nicer than I am, B. Barbara. You've always known how nice I am. You know, I, I see there is no. I see there's no room in my heart for retaliation anymore. I've already lived a life of retaliation and defense, offense, and fly off the handle. It never worked for me then. I couldn't see it working for me now. So I just I look at people that don't have constructive things to say. I look at them as, well, you know what? You took all this time and this energy and this effort to write one short sentence only to be excluded from probably one of the best communities out there. You had a chance and an opportunity to chat with like amazing people to that would support you and uplifting you from places, if you were ever in a dark space, or if you ever felt alone, or if you ever felt someone was bad mouthing you, or if you ever felt that you were being suppressed or held down or held back. You gave up that opportunity to be part of a community that could help you through that could guide you on a path or lead you towards a light. It seems like you don't even need to be held down when you're doing it yourself. So I feel compassion and empathy and for people that self-sabotage like that. It must be exhausting. It must be tiring. It must be tiring to purposely not fit into anywhere and not be a part of something. I would hate to think that I would just sail through life and never be a part of something. Does that make sense? I don't know. Yeah, I would just hate to feel that way. That's how I mapped out my life. Grabit Fast, brother. What is up, my bro? Hey, I see you. I jumped the gun a little bit there, my bro, with my shorts. Like I was video recording, screen recording like while you were doing your live. Grab it fast in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Justin, what is going on, my bro? How are you, brother? Well, I'm really good. I appreciate you popping in, man. Yeah, while you were doing was doing some screen recording, and then while you're on your live, I quickly made a couple of shorts, from your live, and jumped the gun a little bit there. One I did of you acknowledging Rise and Dive on your live, when putting up there, because although I'm not getting as many comments about the Rise and Dive, for those who don't know, Grabit Fast and myself have got a collaboration page and channel. There's one here on YouTube, another one on Facebook. Yeah, where we just like share our love for dumpster diving, and I try and mix up a lot of the content to give a different perspective of their shorts and reels and stuff like that, and just basically have some fun. I'm having lots of fun. Now that I don't have access to my own Been Living with Big B page, I'm still fighting with Facebook about that, but I don't want to groan and moan and groan about it for too much. But it is what it is right now until I can make decent contact with them. Like all pouring all of my content onto Rise and Dive, all of it. Yeah, powerhousing. So, in saying that, I'm looking forward to bringing some fresh, brand new stuff to the YouTube channel. Also, Bold Lion in the house. What is up, Bold Lion? Caleb. Let's welcome Caleb in, man. Come on, Caleb. Sing it loud. Sing it proud, brother. Come on now. How are you, Caleb? Good to see you, brother. Always a pleasure to see your name as well as everyone else's names on the chat. Justin, yeah, my bro. Look, just start uploading. Yeah, and yeah, get into it again, bro. The NBA baller. Yo, yo, this is the best live I have ever been in. How are you, my man? Well, I appreciate the high accolade. I don't know if it would be the best in my opinion, but I'll certainly try and make it informative, educational, fun. I personally take time out to get to know my followers, my subscribers, we end up being friends, family. Um, but thanks for joining us, man. What's going on? We're just shooting the breeze, chewing the fat. If you don't know who I am, I'm a dumpster diver based in Western Australia. I'm originally from New Zealand, but been living in Australia for the last 15, 16 years. Over the years, been doing YouTube now with Grabit Fast, who's like just this anomaly as far as growth and stuff like that, and in the dumpster diving community. Started our journey together 4 years ago, and here we are. I'm like to go live on a regular basis. Otherwise, I'm dropping videos and shorts just like every other channel. And to say the least, it's been fun. Right here, I'm trying to create a community NBA baller of like-minded people and create a space where our community can come to and just talk about all sorts of stuff. Doesn't have to be about dumpster diving, but that's certainly our common ground. And at the same time, can be a little bit provocative. Before we were talking about culture, and what that means, and the turnaround of my content in particular, and just catching up with everyone in the chat. Christmas is quickly looming upon us. We are a week away, or less than a week away from Christmas. Next Monday is Christmas Day, people. So, it's a time of the year where families come together and we can feast and and gorge ourselves with gluttony and and shower each other with presents and the act of giving, and well, not the act, but the joys of giving and receiving and all those beautiful things that Christmas accolades to. It's awesome. Dumpster diving, awesome. One man's trash, another man's treasure. I'm definitely a part of the community now because you put a smile on my face. We're so happy about that. NBA baller, spend some time to learn the people's names on here. Braxton is a dumpster diver content creator as well. So is Bold Lion. He does a lot of lives. Has a beautiful face and a beautiful singing voice. Will no doubt sing a song for you. Renee and Phyllis, mother and daughter, I've known them for my entire journey here. And look, we're just a beautiful bunch of people. Casey Collins, what can I say about Casey other than if she likes your channel and she starts following you, she is the heartiest of followers and loyal and genuine. And then we've got Justin, who's hasn't been posting up for a while, and he's thinking of doing it again. So we're here to push encouragement and support and all of these things. We've got the best home cooks here too. That is community, right? That's what community is. Community is being able to bring to the table your special set of skills and experiences and life's knowledges and your stories, because we want to hear them, and they don't necessarily have to be the ones that are relatable, but we love to tell them anyway. I'm a huge advocate of men's mental health. I've suffered terribly through depression and anxiety, and I've been able to share some of the tools that I've accumulated over the years and to help with others. Um, we love working with the community as well. Braxton visits the blessing boxes around his town on a regular, if not weekly basis. That the sense of helping others before ourselves is strong, like the force. We often play games here too. We often play games on here as well. We do trivia through all sorts. Barbara, Happy Mac is her name, Barbara. She loves the grunge era from the 2000s. Me, I like stuff from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. I am trapped musically in that era. So you've got a whole plethora of life experiences and personalities, and so welcome, my bro. I'm looking forward to future lives, seeing what you bring to the table. And you've already brought positivity. You've already brought beautiful things, and for that we appreciate you. Welcome to our community. And this is how I would normally welcome. No, this is how I welcome all new people to not only the lives, but to the community, to our family. Welcome home. You see, I've made a space for you now. So welcome home from the bottom of my heart. Welcome literally to my home. This is my humble abode. We've got a table, we've got a place set for you at the table. The door is always open. Welcome, come on in, grab a seat. Let's break bread. Let's have a cup of tea. Let's share some stories and have a laugh. And feel free to invite your friends and your family too. You know, the best thing a community could ever do is connect with another community. There you go. I said it. Janice, there she is. How are you, Janice, my dear friend? So good to see you. Always a pleasure to see your name pop up in the comments. Always. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So also, I know I didn't take in any footage of it because it was all done online. But I sent away, ended up, for my Movember, ended up sending away $67.50 to the Black Dog Foundation. And for those that are like NBA baller, I shaved all of this off for Movember, and my cause was the Black Dog Foundation, and I got which is our men's mental health organization here in Western Australia. And man, I raised just over $67. That was so cool. I'm like more than grateful and more than happy. And they sent me a nice email thanking me for the kind donation. I says it was a group effort, and to thank them for the services that they provide for men out there that struggle, and the services that they provide. So that was super cool, man. So I'm gonna like get a photograph of the email and put it on the community tab for you guys to read if you want to. But Janice was a contributor, and so I keep on thinking that Tracy from New South Wales was also a contributor here in Australia, and a few anonymous ones as well. And appreciate all of the amazing donations towards that cause. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. Just saying. Francis is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Francis, let's hear everyone say hello to Francis, and of course to Janice for joining us. How are you guys? Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you taking the time out and spending, hanging out for a little bit. Now, every single time I say, it's not going to be a long one, I'm going to try a little bit of reverse psychology this time. I'm going to say, well, you know what? This is going to be a long one, and hopefully I can be on time. I'm going to I have to go and meet my darling at 11:30 my time for lunch. And when I'm not working, like today, I like to go and have lunch with my darling and spend some time with her. I've reached this time in my life. I've reached this time in my life where I want to spend every moment with my sweetheart. We've been together 30 years, and you would think I would, the exact opposite, right? You would think the exact opposite. 30 years. I think you would want to get no. There's no one on this planet that knows me as good as she is, as well as she does. There's nobody. There's there's no one that knows my pet peeves, my ticks, my triggers, my everything. She is my oxygen. I can't survive without oxygen. Also, therefore, I cannot survive without her. She is the pinnacle of the reason why I exist, and so I want to spend every moment with her that I can. Retirement for me looks amazing. Um, Deborah Kabasa in the house. What's going on, Deborah, my YouTube sister? How are you? Renee or Barbara, can we drop Barbara's Deborah's channel link on here, please? My YouTube sister Deborah is amazing. She is so creative and she's so amazing. She does cooking for her family, with her family. She consistently is on the grind with YouTube, and we pretty much started the journey together as well. Thank you, Canadian Renee. Appreciate that. You good, my brother? I'm celebrating your 53rd birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, my sister. 53. Wow. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you look 53. I saw your last video. You look more like 41. And I'm not trying to be smart or sopping you up for anything, for any of your secret recipes. No, no, no. I mean that's like from the heart right there. You look fantastic. Thanks for dropping your link. Anytime. We've been friends for a long time, my sister. Thank you, Renee, for dropping. Go over and check out Deborah. She's a crafter. She's creative. She's a cook. She's got the amazing recipes. I've never seen anyone take sticks and things out of her garden and turn it into this like amazing mobile lit up glittery starry just awesome piece of sculptured artwork that came from the brain and manifested through these hands to turn it into a reality. Now, some might think that they can do that, but not many can pull it off. There are many hacking at the trunk of creativity, but only one will strike the root. And that's my sister, Deborah. Go and check her out, people, please. And if you do, let her know. Big B sent you. Well, I'll be 54 in January. Phyllis will be 71 in June. You just had your birthday a few months ago, Phyllis. 71. Wow. Steve Stubbs is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Stubbs. My bro, Steve Stubbs. How are you, Steve? How are you, my bro? Appreciate you coming in. Always a pleasure to see your name pop up in the comments. I hope this life finds you well. NBA Baller, I missed that message, but I'm reading it now, my bro. I'm trying to get my channel like yours because it's such a lovely place to be in, and I'm going to be famous like you one day. NBA Baller, let me say that don't go into this journey wanting to be famous. No. Go into this journey that you love what you do. Just love what you do. And record what you love doing, because if you go that way about it, then you'll enjoy the processes more. The numbers won't affect you as much because you're doing what you love to do, right? That's the whole premise. And be consistent. So if you're going to start uploading, to create a space that's similar to mine. You can't create a space that's like mine, only I can, but you can create a space that's like yours. And YouTube is like a smorgasbord. It's a buffet of ideas. The more we watch our favorite creators or the things that that attract us to watch creators. Then we take the best of what they have, like that might be the editing. I like the editing or that, or I like the way the thumbnails look on that, or I like how they position the camera so they can film that. I like that. I'm gonna take a little bit of that. Or I like how they speak. I like those words, so I'm gonna use a little bit of that. And you pluck them out, and then you amalgamate it and put it all together, and then make it your own, my bro. Yeah, and then own it. Because don't forget, you don't have to cut a path way to success. It's already been trampled down. There's already path that's already been cut out and is like clearly marked to success. But there are a few fundamentals that they all share that are all exactly the same to success. One is they all love what they do. Two is that they've learned to love the process because it's up and down. And three, um, consistency. Just be consistent. Uh, you did it, Barbara. You did it. Oh, yeah. See, you got schooled. See what you can learn. Look, now, if you ever made into a moderator, we just got schooled in how you can drop the links. And there's Barbara dropping links like craziness. Go into the journey for you, and don't forget it's your journey. So do what you like. You need more practice. Yeah, you just keep dropping those things until you get it right. Yeah, make it your journey. Yeah, we can't copy. I can't be a Mr. Beast. There's only one Mr. Beast. I can't be a Deborah Cabasa. There's only one Deborah Cabasa. I can only be a big B. But you can take the ideas of some of the ideas of others and make them your own. You certainly can, just like how we conduct our lives, the reasons why we do our lives. But you make them your own. Your reasons are your reasons. Your lives are your lives. Your videos are your videos. Yeah. And remember, it doesn't, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, or how many videos you got up, or how many views your videos have. If you're still not doing in 2 years' time, all of that never mattered. It never mattered. It only matters if you're still doing it today. It's the long game. Think long game. Train for the marathon and not the sprint. If you train for the sprint, then your game is going to finish early. If you train for the marathon, you'll learn to endure. And don't forget, when you put your stuff out there on the world platform, then everyone is open to not only the lovey-dovey, I love your stuff, welcome, but we're also susceptible to the negativity. Those people that don't understand what we do, and it will trigger a lot of things that you thought we weren't able to trigger. When you make your content, just do you. But always make sure that you know that there's room for improvement. Because even when you do you, it's not you that needs to improve, it's the things around you. Might be better lighting, might be better quality camera. You can talk monotone around, oh, my name is, and I'm, okay. See what it sounds like with better lighting. Yeah. Because that's what I used to be like. I would be so nervous, and I never used to talk at all. I don't know if you guys remember some of my early videos, like I would say, oh, here we are at the next dumpster, and then boom, you'd hear nothing from me. Just rustling bags, and the camera was really up close, Sometimes you're looking at things like this. My lives used to be crazy because, I couldn't read, so I'd be like, can you remember that, Renee? I'll be like trying to read this is how I'll be doing my lives like that. It was insane. I had to learn to still be myself, but I had to learn to improve my content. Whatever that looked like. Tomorrow's your only day off, Steve? No way. But I hope you're going to have time off only if it stops raining. So, are you praying for rain right now? John Hardesty, hi Big B, glad you're doing what you do. It's a big hi there, John. Thank you for your kind comment and your kind words. I certainly do appreciate you, my friend. Thank you. Always a pleasure to see your name pop up in the comments, my friend. There you go. There's Deborah's link to her channel. Please go over and support her, my sister, YouTube sister, and of course the dumpster diving couple, Braxton, in the house. So you guys know the practice. Let us know where you're from, what time of the day it is. It would certainly be a oh, okay. So you're on your husband John's account, but your name is Audra. Well, greetings and welcome, Audra. I apologize for let's give a hand for Audra in the house, people. Come on now. Is this your first time on the live here, Audra? Because I don't recognize your husband's name. Just saying. Oh yes, yes, yes. Please. Can we have just a quick moment here, ladies and gentlemen, please. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a moment to acknowledge our good friend, my good friend, Todd, known as the psychotic diver, whose wife passed away recently. I say that with a very, very heavy heart, whilst I try to bring some joy into our day, our evening. I just want to take a moment to acknowledge Todd and his loss and his grief. I know we all know full well what grief and loss is like. So if we can just send some prayers, put some love hearts in the comments for our friend Todd. He it's worse. The situation is worsening too, because without the income that his dearly departed wife was providing, he may lose his accommodation and find himself homeless, which is a terrible predicament while you're going through all this. And it's right on the cusp of Christmas, this time of the year. And so, if there's anything that I would wish upon a Christmas star, is that my friend Todd, whilst I would normally reserve this for my family and my children and my brothers and my sisters, I would give all of those blessings to my friend Todd. I did talk to Grabit Fast about wanting to do something like we did for Billy and Julie from the Family Man, and more recently Juby. A couple of Christmases ago, he passed away just before Christmas, so we held an auction and raised I can't even remember how much, over $2,000 for her to go towards whatever she needed the money for. And I would certainly would like to do that for Todd. But we might have to just wait for the new year to do that, and because it would just seem that a lot of everyone's focusing on Christmas and on their own thing, and rightly so. But your prayers and your hearts on the comments would certainly. Oh, that's so sorry to hear that, Marley, about your nephew. You know, as well as creating this space for a community for uplifting and positivity, we also hear that we can lean on each other as well. We can lean on each other and be able to express our sad moments, so we can get behind the members in our community, and lift them up, and keep supporting them and encouraging them. But I would, right off the bat, I'm really sorry to hear about Marley's nephew. But I would pray for your friend Juice, because she just lost his mum yesterday. And we give prayers to all of those. Yeah, sorry to hear about all of that. About everyone's friends and extended family members. But I want to just talk for a moment about sometime next year, early next year, and probably before the end of January, of doing something for my friend Psychotic. I want to go live. I want to do similar to what we did. Try and get our community together. Offer something up that we can auction off, um, and put all the proceeds towards Psychotic and Todd. That's what I would like to do. So just let us know if that would be something that you would love to help me with. It might be just logistics. It might be just getting the message out there. It might be donating a trinket from your house that you would love to auction off. Doesn't have to be expensive. Doesn't, anything is gracious. And I'm just throwing ideas out here. I'm not saying this is what we're going to do, but I'm looking for ideas. Every cent will go towards our friend Psychotic, if we, and that's what a community's about. Amy lost her mum last night. What's going on, man? Yeah, let's just take a moment to think about people that we've all lost. I usually don't catch a lot of weekday lives, but I'm usually at work. But just found out today I have COVID, so we'll be home all week. Well, we pray for you a speedy recovery, Audra. Yeah, and let's hope you don't suffer too much with it. It affects people in different ways. But yeah, let's do some lives during the week, and throw out some ideas out there. So put your thinking caps on, guys, and and I want to hear your ideas. Just email me, or write in the comments to this thread if you like some of the ideas that we can have, to raise some funds. Um, I would hate to see Psychotic, after all the support that he's given over the years, of all the friendship that he's provided over the years, that we can't get behind him and do something. And it may not be a hell of a lot, but I'm sure just just knowing that his community would provide him enough hope and strength just to see through this year, which is going to be tough. It's going to be tough to be with someone for so long and then all of a sudden not be there anymore. Yeah. Yeah. I'm feeling really emotional about it, just talking about it, So I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. And that's the whole purpose about creating this kind of community. For me, I possess enough compassion and empathy to want to be able to do something about it. So so glad you reminded me. It was supposed to be the first thing I mentioned, but I've just got this routine that I do, and then it got lost within my routine. So I appreciate that, Renee, reminding me about Todd. Thank you. Kiki, I will support my Yama forever. That's great. How old am I? I'm 53. Kiki, I am 53 years old, and I love every grey hair, every single one. I'm young. I'm still young, man. I am young as. Yo, Janice, no way. Didn't have to do that, Janice, but right there, Janice, I hope you don't mind, but I would love to be able to bless that forward. I would love to bless that forward, you know. I would love that to be the start of the donations towards Todd, if you would allow me. Thank you so, so much, Janice. Yes, I'm only 53 years young. Not old, no. No. My mum passed away when she was 60 years old. 60. Young. So, so young. And my dad, 4 years after, he died from a broken heart. 4 years after. Young. So, so young. And I hope to have a long, productive, and fruitful life. And I'm taking all the necessary steps aside from my vaping. I've had to take up vaping, ladies and gentlemen, to stop smoking, which I've done for 5 weeks now. No smoking for 5 weeks. I've had the occasional cigarette, but not what I used to be. No, not even, not even. So I'm taking steps. I go walking every day. I do about 5 kilometers every day to ensure that that not just for me, but I exercise my dog. Well, my dog exercise me. Let's just get that story straight. It it does help. And it does, Renee. It really, really does. It in so many areas, financially, like and just the smoking itself. I've never really liked it, and it just became the habit. So I'm glad that it's. I don't even think about like smoking cigarettes now. Yeah, it's just crazy, you know. It's just yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome, and I can finally see myself like being a non-smoker again. Yeah, after all these years, dang. Barbara says I've had the stinking COVID twice. Pain in the butt. Yes, it is. And with the clots, yes, it affects our areas that are most susceptible. Definitely. Casey, we think we are taking them for a walk, but the truth is they're taking us for a walk. That is so true, Casey. Yeah, he takes me for walks. He takes me for walks, but that's because I've allowed it. I'm having to reprogram my dog to be a bit more part of the pack, and that he is not the leader of the pack. I am the leader of the pack. But in some walks, I let him look, take you off the leash and go hard, my boy. And he does. He's still got lots of energy in him left. Forever too, I think. Deborah, you stopped smoking years ago. Cold turkey, and it was the best thing I ever did. Yes, Barbara. Yep, no doubt. Hi, Renee. Let's see. Now I'm messing with everyone on B's channel, Audra. No, 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 not at all. That's what we're here for. Caleb in the house with a $20 super sticker. Thank you, Caleb. I hope you don't mind that I put that donation towards. I know you're giving it to me, but I hope you don't mind that I would pass that forward onto Todd and make that your two donations the start of that. That's what I would like to do. That's what I would like to do. But awesome, my bro. Thank you so much, Caleb. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. You rest assured, like I'm extremely transparent, especially when it comes to money. You know, you've had COVID 3 years ago. Now I have long-term lung damage, and I'm on a lot of machines. I'll tell you, like when I got COVID, it messed with my respiratory, which is why I did a mad push towards not smoking, and vapors. Just I couldn't go cold turkey because there are so many smokers around me. So the temptation was greater than my will to stop. But vaping gives me a stepping stone towards stopping, and I'm already can see. And when I first started vaping, I would go really hard on it too. Like I would like man, I'd be sucking on that thing like a pacifier, be just stuck to my face. And so, but I'm seeing changes in that now over the last week or so, seeing huge changes. Yo, I missed a call. It's probably a spam. Both John and I had COVID 3 years ago as well. He is still suffering. Yeah, and when I got the COVID, man, it really messed with my respiratory. The breathing was difficult. I'm only slowly recovering from that. Mobility was terrible. It was shocking. It was shocking what I went through. I couldn't believe it. It was hard to do anything. Even though I didn't have the COVID anymore, I was, man, just my mechanics were just really slow. Was really slow and difficult to go dumpster diving as well. Uh, but um, but yeah, am I fully recovered? No, um, no. I had it once. JM. Yeah, yeah. How do people expect to stay on and and watch from the bleachers and then open up your comment with that? Like they wanna jump on and talk about the faults they see in me, rather than the message I'm trying to deliver by creating this amazing, wonderful community. You had a German Shepherd in the snow. She dragged me in the street face down and get treats from my grandma. Oh, that's funny. Looks like I'm doing well though. Yeah, well, I'm improving every day, and because I've identified where the problem areas are, so I've like worked on them, and because I know it's respiratory, every morning before I wake up, I do 5 minutes of breathing exercises, and really my breathing exercises is just hard out, just breathing in the nose and out the mouth, deep for 1 minute, and then shallow for another minute, deep, and I do that repetitively for 5 minutes. That's my breathing exercises, and it gets me lightheaded. It fills my brain with oxygen. It makes me more alert. And then I would love to do cold water plunge pooling to also control my breathing. I would love to be able to do that. So it's just finding a drum basically that's big enough to put my whole body in. So I would love to incorporate that as part of my breathing exercises. But every day since I've been doing my breathing exercises. But breathing does more than just keep you alive. It oxidizes my blood. It balances out it balances out some of the chemical imbalances within my body because I've put oxygen through my system. It makes me more alert, in my head, first thing in the morning. So I do these every single day. When I take my dog for a walk, I go through these breathing exercises. I sing out loud. I sing out loud. I get that kind of inspiration. 15 minutes to lunch. I know. Thank you, Janice, for keeping me on. Thank you very, very much. I have to stay on schedule with this. Love you, big brother. Got to go. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you so much for the super chat, super sticker, brother. I love you more than you know, more than words can express. So we're going to have to like wrap this up, and just remember that these breathing exercises they did help. They cost nothing and it's free, and you can do it as many times as you like during the day before you go to bed. First thing when you wake up, it works, ladies and gentlemen. But don't take my word for it. Just give it a try. Just give it a try. Sorry, I'm saying a bad word too. I don't think we're supposed to use. Not back then. We're all good with saying it right now. Here, I'll prove it. COVID, pandemic, COVID-19. We won't get cancelled anymore because the world has generally accepted it. Now you don't even need to isolate. You can isolate for 3 or 4 days and then come to work with a mask with COVID. Deborah, you're falling asleep. Well, have a good night. Call it a night. Love and blessings to you, my dear sister. Thank you so much for being part of the live. I've got to wrap it up and go and spend some, go and have lunch with my darling. I have enjoyed this more than you guys will ever know. You guys are all amazing. I love you all so, so much, and thanking you all for your love, for your support, for your encouragement. It almost makes me want to keep doing this. So, like during the week, do it a couple of times a week. But even when I say that, I don't do it. So I'd rather it be like random at this point. But I want you guys to know for sure, without a shadow of doubt, that we're gonna probably do this next Monday. All right. So keep yourselves available. Next Monday, I'll come on a little bit earlier so then we can stay on a little bit longer. It'll be your Christmas. We'll get together for Christmas and see what you're up to. Christmas night, after all of the festivities are done and dusted. All right, guys. All right, and then and let's see how your Christmas was. And who knows? If I have my computer ready, we'll bring people up. We'll do a panel, and we'll just have all sorts of fun. We'll have all sorts of fun, and we'll just get together for Christmas. Okay, you like that idea? I do. You would love that, Casey? Yeah. Let's spend Christmas together, Christmas night together, and see what's going on. I love you guys. Have a great, great rest of your week, okay? And be kind to someone. Give someone a compliment on purpose. You don't have to know them. Make it a complete stranger. And always remember to smile. It's free, it doesn't cost anything, and it could change people's lives day, week, month, just like that. Don't wait for change. Be the change. Love you guys. Peace.